Hello, and welcome to the virtual information session for the UMBC Cybersecurity Program at Shady Grove. Dr. Rick Forno is here today and will be your host. He will help you get acquainted with the program and answer your questions at the end. If we cannot answer your question, I will make a record of your inquiry and get back to you by email with an answer. You will also receive by email the PowerPoint that is presented in today's webinar. Thank you for attending, and Rick, I'm handing it over to you now.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me okay? Excellent. Well, thank you for taking part of your afternoon on this lovely summer day to sit in on this virtual information session about what UMBC is bringing to Shady Grove starting this fall. The UMBC Graduate Cybersecurity Program was launched here at UMBC 3 years ago, and we're very happy and excited to be extending it to the campus at Shady Grove starting in this fall. UMBC, for those of you who may not know about our university, we are awesome in many ways. Our president has been featured nationwide, worldwide. There's a big profile piece on 60 Minutes about us. UMBC, we're constantly one of the best up-and-coming universities, which is a great thing for us because we are focused on doing the best we can in certain specialized fields of study. We don't try to do everything, but we do try to do the things that we set out to do very, very well. UMBC has got a very strong reputation for our strengths in the STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and math programs, and we're one of the few universities in the country that is recognized by the National Security Agency as a center of academic excellence both in academic classroom education and research. So we do both the education and the research very, very well. So the government recognizes our expertise in the field of cybersecurity, which is derived directly from what we do as a research university generally. UMBC's main campus is off of 195 in Catonsville, Maryland, just south of Baltimore, very close to Fort Meade, where you've got the headquarters of the NSA, DISA, Cyber Command, and other government organizations. But the Shady Grove campus out in Shady Grove in Montgomery County is very close to a lot of other organizations. NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology. You've got a lot of biotech and pharmaceutical companies out there. The Energy Department has large facilities. There are government contractors in Bethesda all the way out to Frederick. So Shady Grove is a logical expansion for UMBC to bring cybersecurity education to that particular region. Before we get too far into the program today, I want to take a minute and just let you know that the person who's running this program, namely me, a little bit about where I come from. I've been involved with cybersecurity for over 20 years. I've seen this industry grow up. I've been involved, from the get-go. Worked in the government, the private sector, and now I've moved into academia. It's exciting, it's dynamic, and I'm very happy to bring the years of experience in the industry to UMBC and now to Shady Grove as well. So I'm not going to talk a bit about my background, but you're in good hands. So what's this all about? Why do you want to come to Shady Grove to study cybersecurity? Well, our program is designed pretty much for anybody involved in technology, technology management, cyber operations, intellectual property, the legal profession, law enforcement, general IT managers and systems people, engineers. But one thing I want to take special note to emphasize is that this is not limited to just technology people. If you look at this list of job functions in front of you, not many of them are hands-on keyboard technical geeks. Many of these are management and analysis oriented. So you don't need to be a geek to do well in this program, although we have many geeks in our program and they're doing very well. So what's the program? Well, the MPS degree, the Master's of Professional Studies, is a full 30-credit, 10-course graduate degree. It does not require a thesis, so this is a non-thesis graduate degree, built around 7 core courses and 3 electives. Now, for the first semester at Shady Grove this fall, the 2 courses you see in red, Cyber 620 and Cyber 623, are being offered for our first semester. As time goes on, we will certainly be rolling out and offering other courses in the core curriculum and electives at Shady Grove as well. But we're starting off with these first 2 courses. The MPS program, you've got 21 core credits, and as you look at these courses, what may strike you as interesting is the number of classes that are not cybersecurity related. Decision and risk analysis, management, leadership, and communication, and another management elective that could be something like leading virtual teams. Why do we include these courses in a graduate degree on cybersecurity? Well, the answer is very simple. You can be the best geek in the world, you can be the best cybersecurity person in the world at your job, but if you can't take what you're working on and communicate it with your boss or your commander or your supervisor, and you can't work well as a team, then you'll always have a job or a series of jobs, but you may not have a career. So the purpose of our core curriculum is to give students the exposure to cybersecurity at a broad level, but also ensure they have the preparation, skills, and abilities to then apply that knowledge in the real world. Again, we're targeting professional working adults who are working in the field already. That's why our core curriculum is designed in such a way. Then if you look at the elective courses, you can then specialize either in a technical track or a non-technical track, depending on your interests. For example, if you are doing technical courses such as malware analysis, perhaps you'll want to look at taking CMSC 691, which is malware analysis, a special topic course run by our computer science department that allows you to really do a deep dig in analyzing viruses and malicious code and seeing how it works. Or perhaps you want to take applied network security. This course, built around the CEH certification, gives you hands-on practical exposure to cybersecurity and prepares you to take one of the leading industry certification exams, which is a pretty nice thing if you're looking to then move into the cybersecurity workforce after graduation. On the other hand, perhaps you are a manager or an analyst or someone who is not a technical person. You might be more interested in courses like global cyber capabilities and trends, standards and risk compliance, cyber warfare, courses that are not technical in nature but are focused on the broad picture aspects of cybersecurity for the enterprise or the country or the world. So really, through the electives, you can specialize into whichever track you want, technical or non-technical. One of the nice things at UMBC is that we are able to roll out additional courses fairly quickly and to meet student needs, emerging trends, or interests. So what you see on this slide here are the courses that are offered in the elective field are offered here on main campus. However, they will also come to Shady Grove, and we may have courses at Shady Grove that are not offered on main campus. So it really depends on what is offered and where, but you have the flexibility to take courses at both locations. One thing I will add is that in the MPS program, 4 of these courses comprise our graduate certificate in cybersecurity, which I think is on the next slide. No, it is not. If you are curious about cybersecurity, you have the option of taking 4 courses which would lead to a graduate certificate in professional studies in Cybersecurity Strategy and Policy. This certificate is a subset of the MPS degree. So if you take Cyber 620, Cyber 623, and then the elective courses Cyber 621 and 622, those 4 courses lead to our graduate certificate in cybersecurity. Those 4 courses then also apply to your master's degree. So you can start off with the certificate, earn the certificate, and then transition straight into the master's without losing anything in the process. It's an option that's available to you. Why study cybersecurity at UMBC? Well, there are many reasons, and these are only a few that I've listed on this slide. Our courses are taught by folks working in the field day in and day out. Many of them are name recognized. They've written the books in the field. They have a reputation, and they are committed to teaching and sharing their knowledge, and they're quality instructors. One of the things I'm very, very proud of is the quality and caliber of our faculty. They are extremely passionate about cybersecurity, and they are all extremely passionate about teaching cybersecurity effectively to our students. Our schedules are flexible. Being that this program is designed for working adults, our courses start in the afternoon and evening. Generally, they start at 4:30 p.m., 6 o'clock p.m., or 7:10 p.m., and run once a week for 15 weeks for 2.5 hours per week. Additionally, because of how our program is designed, students that are interested can take advantage of courses offered by the Department of Computer Science and Electrical Engineering or Information Systems as electives or even some core replacement substitution courses as appropriate. You are not limited to just taking courses that begin with the CYBR prefix. And that, I think, is a value add because it allows students who want to specialize in something very specific to take advantage of the wealth of research and educational opportunities that UMBC offers in our academic departments. Outside of the classroom, UMBC generally, we have many other things that add to a robust student experience. You can choose to participate in our Cyber Defense Lab, which is a bi-weekly series of meetings where you can discuss research and emerging trends with fellow students, faculty, and guest speakers. That's hosted up here on main campus. We host recurring speakers in the cybersecurity field. Such speakers in the past have included former CIA and NSA Director General Michael Hayden, Mr. Neil Ziering, a technical director from NSA's IAD Directorate, among others. UMBC has a reputation for strength in computer science, computer engineering, electrical engineering, and by extension, cybersecurity. So you have all these opportunities coming that are available to you, and we encourage you to take advantage of them. We also have the UMBC CyberDogs. The CyberDogs is an intercollegiate team that goes around the region competing in cyber war games. Some universities have football teams. We have, among other teams, a cyber defense team, and they will go to various competitions and compete with other schools to hone and sharpen their skills on cyber defense and cyber attack. It's an educational learning process that can lead to cash and prizes down the road. So that's something that's very competitive, and we have several of our graduate students are actually members of the CyberDogs. UMBC's Career Services Center is also available to support you as you look to develop opportunities in the cybersecurity field, whether that's through internships or co-ops or resume preparation or job placement. Our Career Services Center is here for you, and they are very keen on supporting cybersecurity opportunities in Maryland. As you know, Maryland is the leading employer of cybersecurity personnel in the country. There's about, I think, 19,000 vacancies for cybersecurity-related positions in Maryland alone. That's stunning. And UMBC is on the short list of many companies and agencies who want to hire our graduates because they know the quality that we're providing. UMBC and our cybersecurity program, we have partnerships with a wide range of companies and government organizations regarding corporate visibility, job placement, guest speakers, seminars, and research opportunities. So again, we have these inroads already made for you and are a resource we make available to you. It's up to you then to decide which opportunities you want to take advantage of and then pursue them. For those who are interested too, UMBC's training centers in Columbia, Maryland also offers a wide range of non-credit technical training activities such as the CEH Certified Ethical Hacker Certification, the CISSP certification, Microsoft, Linux, and other security certifications that will help you hone your technical hands-on keyboard skills, which will make you a more well-rounded IT and cybersecurity professional when you enter or return to the workforce. Again, that's available to you. Where do we see the program going? Well, apart from moving to Shady Grove in the fall of this year, we're always expanding our course and program offerings, whether it's through new certificate ideas, more courses. We're running a course this summer here in main campus on secure software development. We've run courses on computer forensics in the past. We are always looking to expand our reach and offerings to make our program and electives relevant and interesting and useful to our students. We're engaged in several ongoing grants and partnerships to support cybersecurity education, research, and training here at UMBC and by extension at Shady Grove. So as these opportunities become available, we will certainly announce them to students. Importantly, for those of you who are interested in financial aid, we have 2 scholarship programs for cybersecurity, both of which are run through the United States government. One is the DoD, Department of Defense Information Assurance Scholarship Program, and the other is the Federal Cyber Corps Scholarship for Service Program. Both of these programs provide coverage for full tuition, room, board, professional development fees on an annual basis. And the trade-off is that the exchange for this money, which is upwards of $25,000 a year, you then will work for the federal government for 1 year for each year it funds you, which I think is pretty fair. It's very similar to an ROTC scholarship program. And of course, UMBC, being one of the major universities in Maryland, is on the forefront on national, state, and local cybersecurity initiatives, and we try to bring those into our educational framework where we can, again, to benefit our students and give them as many opportunities as possible. UMBC is also a co-founder of the Maryland Cyber Challenge and Conference, which this year is being called the Cyber Maryland Conference. As I said, it's a cyber war games competition for high school, college, and professionals. This year, the finals are going to be in October, and it's part of a larger 2-day conference that looks at cybersecurity's many intricacies and is open to the public. I throw this up there as not an advertisement for the conference or challenge, but as a way to show UMBC's deep involvement to growing and sustaining the cybersecurity workforce within the state of Maryland. So now let's get to some of the details. One of the questions I'm asked quite frequently is, can I transfer credit to UMBC? The short answer is yes, provided those credits have not been used towards another degree that you have earned. If you started a graduate program at another university but never finished it, depending on the course and the course content, we can accept up to 6 credits, which generally is 2 3-credit courses, towards the cybersecurity degree. But if you earned, let's say, an MBA and you want to transfer one of your management courses, we can't accept that course because that's akin to double dipping between 2 different degrees. If you want to transfer credits to UMBC, contact us, include the course description, provide us a copy of the syllabus for evaluation, the number of credit hours. If a course is 6 credit hours, we may only accept it for 3 credit hours. That's a determination we'll make on a case-by-case basis. But generally, we only accept 3 credit courses. How to apply? Pretty straightforward. You do an online application at the URL you see on the screen. We need official college transcripts submitted to the graduate school. However, for the certificate, you can provide unofficial transcripts. We require a goal statement, which is your opportunity to tell us what you want to get out of the program, perhaps explain your background to us a little more fully so we understand who you are, and maybe there's something that maybe is controversial or you didn't do so well at the undergraduate level, but you really, really want to get into cybersecurity. Tell us, explain anything that you think might diminish your chances of acceptance. Clarify your background to us. Tell us more about who you are. Your resume also allows us to get an idea of your professional background and capabilities for embracing and doing well in the cybersecurity field as a professional. Recommendation letters are helpful, but they're not required. These all do go into your application file, so feel free to include them. The application deadline for the fall semester is August 1st, at which time we will need to have all your application information received by that date. So if you apply on August 2nd, you most likely will not get in for the fall semester. As far as points of contact for the cybersecurity program at Shady Grove and more generally, my colleague Ben Shariati is stationed at Shady Grove. His email address is on the screen. He can answer your questions. He has regular office hours out on the campus at Shady Grove. Feel free to contact him directly. Lisa Gambino, whose lovely voice you heard at the start of this program, she is our program coordinator, and she can answer any questions you have about the application process, prerequisites, any administrative, financial, logistical type of questions ahead of time. And of course, she'll be your point of contact for these issues once you're a student as well. And then you've got me as the program director. I oversee our graduate cybersecurity program both here and also now at Shady Grove. And with that, I'll open the web up for any questions that may come up. Are there any questions about what I've gone through here? If I don't see any questions here now, we will respond to you later on afterwards via email, so don't feel bad. I don't see any questions showing up here, so I will presume there are no questions. With that, I will say thank you for your attention. Please feel free to visit our websites for additional information about our programs. There will be a brief survey that will pop up on your screen at the end of this webinar. Please fill it out and let us know how we can improve ourselves going forward. And with that, actually, please, I take that back. There are a few questions, I understand. Ashley or Lisa, do you want to field them? I don't see them.
Hi, Rick. This is Ashley. The few I can see is one person just wanted clarification if the GRE is needed, and you mentioned that it's not needed for the cybersecurity program.
Correct. The GRE is not needed.
Okay, and another question came in that says, I'm a government contractor by now. How is the process of getting a federal scholarship as stated a minute earlier?
I should say up front that both of those scholarship programs are require a student to be a full-time student. So if you're working already, you would have to quit your day job, pardon the pun, to be considered for that program. These scholarship programs tend to be designed more for entry-level folks looking to move into the field early on in their career. So if you're in your 40s or 50s, this may not be the best opportunity for you in terms of financial aid.
Okay, the next one is, in regards to not doing well in undergrad, what are the minimum requirements for acceptance?
Sure. We target a 3.0 GPA, preferably in a STEM-related field, so you're looking at computer science, information systems, math, physics, things like that. However, depending on your whole person application package, your resume, your goal statement, everything you provide us, we'll then make a determination. We have some flexibility in the GPA requirement. However, if you have an undergraduate degree of a 2.0, I strongly suspect you would not be admittable.
Okay, and the last one, maybe you can provide a little bit more detail about where someone can attend and see and talk to somebody in person about the program.
Okay, well, at Shady Grove, Ashley, if I'll defer to you because you're out there, is to giving directions to your offices. But Ben has regular office hours on campus out there, and he will be your point of contact at Shady Grove out in Rockville. If you want to come to main campus, feel free to email me, and I'm happy to meet with you up here in Catonsville. Are there any more questions?
How long does the application process take?
Once we receive word from the graduate school that your application information is all received and it's a completed application, we will review it, and we tend to turn the applications around and make recommendations for admission within 3 to 4 days of us receiving word that your application is complete. So start to finish, it could be anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks, depending on how backlogged the graduate school is in processing paperwork.
Do you have any data on placement after?
I do not have information on job placement. I can say that the students who have graduated thus far in our program, I've spoken to a few of them, and they've all landed cybersecurity jobs fairly quickly. Many of our students already are working in the field, and this is something they're doing to enhance their professional development as current members of the workforce.
Is this session being recorded, and if so, where can they watch the whole thing later if they'd like?
Yes, the webinar is being recorded and will be posted on the website along with copies of the slides, and I believe the URL, I don't have the URL information handy, but we'll get that to you.
Okay, Lisa may be able to answer this one, but I applied a few days ago and did not see a place to upload my resume. Do I mail in my resume?
Actually, it would be easiest at this time to email me your resume, and that would be to send to Lisa Gambino at what's on the slide, Gambino, Gambino, at umbc.edu. You can send me your resume, and I will be sure to have it uploaded.
Another question came in, does STEM also include biological sciences?
It certainly is a STEM-related field. Obviously not one that is this program, but certainly it is a STEM-related field.
Dr. Forno, that's all the questions I'm seeing in the queue right now.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your attention today. As I said, this will be recorded and posted on the website. Let me see if I can find that URL, or if Lisa, if you have the URL, can you put that up on the web?
Ashley, can I defer to you to put that URL up?
Sure. I can post it on the UMBC Shady Grove cybersecurity page, which the URL for that one specifically is umbc.edu/shadygrove/cyber.
Great, thank you.
Definitely can post it on there for you once marketing is able to pull that for us.
Great. Awesome. Well, again, thank you very much for spending part of your lunchtime with us today. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions or follow-on thoughts, please feel free to email us or contact us. We are here to help. On behalf of UMBC, thank you very much for your attention, and have a great rest of the day.